Bro, I hate rappers.
Welcome to the I Hate Rappers podcast. We are live here at Westside Productions. My name is DJ Z13, and I have a very, very special guest in the building today. We met a little while back, but for the people that don't know, who are you?
My name is DreDay Forever Baby. I'm a CEO of We Lit Entertainment, We Lit Forever Entertainment, and Ohio Entertainment Awards.
Well, we appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This year's OEAs was my first OEAs ever, and it was an experience. I loved every second of it. Me and Greg went together, and he had a few nominations. I think I had one or two, and it was just it was a great overall experience. It brought the community together. Right. So, is that your goal, or what's your goal here?
Yeah, man. Our goal for the for the awards is giving people flowers for one. Want to make sure we give people flowers, all the hard work they do throughout the year. Throughout the different seasons or whatever, but also as well. We try to bring positive people together, build like some type of place that people can come and have a good time and network and be around like-minded people.
Yeah, and I totally respect that. And that's what it was. It was an opportunity. I met some people there that I've connected with afterwards now through the event. I'm a DJ, so I play music, and I heard a few songs there that really caught my ear, and I put into my rotation. I've been spinning on the radio. I know there's this girl. I think her name was Shar G. Shar.
Oh yeah, she's from Akron.
Yep. Heard her song, went up to her after her performance, got the clean version immediately. She was probably one of the most professional people I've ever met in the aspect of she had the radio edit ready to go. Most people, they're and they hit you 2 weeks later, and I already forgot about it. Yeah. She had it ready to go. Texted me the next day, thank you, and that played it on the radio that week. So
and it could be done that easy if you as an artist are ready. You feel me? So yeah.
So you rap or do anything yourself?
Well, I used to like be an artist. I was out here on the grind but I always was like I was an artist, but I always was like kind of a manager at the same time. I had a team, but I was leading the team as far as getting us booked, getting us shows. We used to tour around the U.S. a lot, so it kind of made me who I am now, going through all those ups and downs.
Yeah, and it's when throwing events, when managing artists, when doing all that, it's important to have almost an artist mindset, because you gotta know the people that you're working with, if that makes sense. So like
facts.
So it's weird. Like I used to engineer, and so now when I'm on the other side of things and I'm getting these clean versions and I'm hearing little engineering things, it's good that I knew how to do that, because I'm hearing it and I can give them some areas to improve on, or tighten this up, do this, do that, like, and it could better everyone else. So yeah, but yeah, so this platform, I Hate Rappers, everything we love and hate about the rap industry. So working with all these rappers, working with all these artists, there's got to be some things that you love, and there's got to be some things that you hate.
For sure.
So what's an example of something you love? What's an example of something you hate?
Well, for the artists that's actually grinding and take this, their passion, they take this seriously. The passion and the grind, that's what I love about it. Because I've been there myself. So seeing artists that's passionate, that's hungry, that's really putting their all into their brand, into their music, I respect that a lot. Now, as far as what I don't like, is going the opposite. I don't like artists who feel like and they're entitled. Like they, you got to stop what you're doing to please them. I hate artists like that. I hate artists that's, lazy or don't want to work, or just going against the system or the platform. I just don't rock with that.
Yeah. I feel like there's people that I've seen them, and I'm sure you guys have seen them as well, that come on the game and it's almost entitlement. They feel like, oh yeah, like I don't have to do that. Like,
and it doesn't get you anywhere. Being entitled, just being entitled in life, it limits you. But it's with the music industry, it doesn't get you anywhere because nobody cares. How music is today anyway, a song is popping today and then tomorrow they moved on to the next. So it's just like, as an artist, that entitlement is only going to get you so far. And it's not going. It just depending on you, and if you have a fan base and you're an independent artist and you're doing your thing and you got your own core, and people are paying for your streams, paying for your albums, paying for your merch, paying to come out and see you, then okay, I can see you a little bit more advanced than most, but for the rest of you, that entitlement shit is dead.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I do. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to call them out, but I mean, I've met people that it's crazy, bro. And it's from the second you meet them, and I'm sure that they were like that when they were smaller, when they're at the point they are now, and they will be in the future as well. So, I mean, yeah. But like anything, you learn through experience.
Facts.
You learn through doing things. You learn through going out there. Like, everyone's got to have a bad show to have a good one. You got to have a basis, if that makes sense. You can't just, like, I mean, yeah, you can go up, up, and up, but that first show is still going to be worse compared to the other ones. Like,
exactly.
You gotta go out and do it. And I'm not speaking to anyone specifically when I say this, but there's people around me that make music that have never done a show. And
right.
I get it. They've told me the reason is why. They say, "Oh, I want it to be good. I want it to mean something." And I'm not saying that I don't have to mean something, but everyone's got to start somewhere.
Right.
Like, why not get those reps under your belt? It's not even entitlement at that point. I feel like you're just missing out. There's people out there that are missing out on opportunities for not going out to show, even going out to shows, let alone performing or not. Like, if you go out and you network and you support other artists, and you can walk out of that show with 2 people you could feature on, 2 people that are going to like your stories now and you engage with your content. Like, just going to shows too. And I know people that sit around and say, "Hey, why haven't I made it yet?" and aren't doing these things,
It's part of the kind of the steps you have to take, man. And people want to I mean, I guess it's life too, but a lot of people want to skip the steps. Everybody whatever you doing, man. Honestly, the first 5 years you usually don't make any money anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody want to skip them steps, but as far as shows go, how are you going to performing is how you interact with your fans. That's how you really gain the fan base, because they come see you perform, and you can that's a way for you to talk to them. That's a way for you to network with other people, other artists. We bridge that gap, and that's another thing we do. We like bridging gaps. So at our shows, we'll have an artist from Akron, Cleveland, New York, Texas, Columbus. It's wild like that. It's people from different places. So why wouldn't you want to be there connecting, networking, and making sure your brand is going with these people when they go back home? That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, it is. And what's crazy is that's the other thing. I did a show last week, and it was a West Side show actually, and it was on like an off day, so it wasn't like a huge show or anything. And there's probably 60 people there, 60 people there. And so not a pop-in by any means, but it was solid.
Right.
And I was just DJing just because I was friends with Greg. And there's artists there that I realized weren't giving it. Weren't going 100%. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, think about this. There's 60 people there, right? What if you go crazy and you impress all of them? And then you got 60 people that are going to come out and see you next time. So next time when there's those normal 60 there, plus the 60 you just brought, now you're at 120. You do it again, you keep doubling it. You're all the way. You know what I mean? You get huge.
Yes, sir. I remember. This was years ago. When before Day and Night came out from Kid Cudi.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing him in Columbus. I didn't know who he was at the time, but I remember the host was like, "Yeah, this guy, he just got signed to Kanye West. Blah blah blah. He's from Cleveland." So instantly that made me, that made me get my attention. He killed the performance. Went to go look him up. Been a fan ever since. Just like that.
Yeah. And what's crazy is, I mean, you remember that. You remember the good performances. There's very bad performances, I'm sure, that you've seen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Unless they're extremely bad, you're not remembering them. You know what I mean? But you're gonna remember the good ones.
Facts.
The good ones are gonna stick with you. The good ones are the ones you're gonna go see again. Like,
facts.
There's a performer that always comes to town. Her name's M Franklin, and she's like a singer. And Greg always has her do all these shows, and whenever she comes to town, because she kills her performances, I try to go as often as I can. Another one, Isaiah Lender, Zay. Every time he does a performance, I try to be there if I can, because he kills his performances. There's certain people that have impressed me, and I go out and I'm supporting these local artists that I mean, like Cuddy, the potential's there.
Oh, it's there, man.
Yeah.
But it's up to the artists to bring it out of themselves. You know, I mean,
Mhm.
you can go hard for artists. What the experience that I had, or still have. You can go as hard as you want for artists, but the artist has to be the one. You can get them to the sea, but they have to swim for themselves. You get them to the ocean, but they have to swim for themselves.
That's a clip right there, Walker. Clip that. Speaking of clips, speaking of socials, where can the people find you at?
Oh yeah, man. You can find me at on Instagram is DreDay Forever Baby, and that's the number 4. So DreDay Forever Baby, and like I said, we just started an artist development label. It's called We Lit Forever. So that's underscore We Lit Forever on Instagram. And Facebook and all that is just DreDay. So DreDay Williams. So find me in all those places.
Sweet. Well, I want to know, who's someone either that you're close with, that you work with, that performs a lot, that you think is going to make it? One person that you think is going to make it right now. We're going to come back to this clip in 5 years when they made it.
It's going to make it. Let me see. I mean, I'm just picking off of my team, some artists that I really believe that they're gonna make it. We have an artist named Cache. She's been we've been working with her for the last couple years. We have this thing called the Ohio Entertainment Awards development deal. So we give them a development deal out and basically go over artist development as far as performing, as far as getting your brand together, getting your social medias together, getting your music together, all that. And I think she has a good chance. She's young, fresh, energetic. She's a person that people want to be around. Make good music. So I say Cache, or one of our other artists. We have another artist, Boogie Shay or Brick Fair. So I say one of those. But yeah, Cache is definitely top of the line, top of the list for me.
Yeah, sweet. Well, we'll come back to this.
Yeah, hopefully 5 years from now, she's up there for sure.
So, what do you listen to?
You're
in the car, just yourself. Yeah. What you listen to?
Man, I'm listening to everything. So I can go. I'm super weird. So when on my way here today, I was listening to Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. Then I went over to, I think, what was I listening to? The new Nicki Minaj album. It was a few songs off of there. Then there was a few songs I listened to off the Drake. Then I went back to NERD's second album. NERD's like one of my favorite groups with Pharrell and Chad. So I went over there to the second album. So I'm a huge R&B head. Just as much as rap for sure.
Sweet. Well, hey, we're gonna wrap it up here, but before we go, we have two things we gotta do. We have like a little outro, which we'll do after. But is there anything that you want to leave the people with?
Yeah. Just for all the people out there chasing their dreams, the entrepreneurs out there, keep on dreaming. Never let nobody tell you what you can or cannot do. I know you hear that a lot, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? Chase your dreams, put everything you got into it, and hey, if somebody's hating and not supporting, they're not in your circle. They're not meant to be around. So,
yeah, and that's why we hate rappers, but we love
artists.
Peace. We'll see.
Yes, sir.